journey that begins where everything ends.
Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1979, the very first Disney film ever to get a PG rating, The Black Hole. Joining me tonight, as he thankfully usually does on a Friday, Mr. YouTube Ronin himself. I'm giving him the Mr. because it's just so formal and everything. The YouTube Ronin himself, the man who is almost 24/7 on YouTube, Mr. Deleted Scenes. How are you doing, sir? Got to unmute.
Good evening. Good to be here. On demand would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you had a little bit of a week. I have a little bit of a ear ache or something going on tonight. So if I sound a little weird, it's because I got that little you know when you swallow and your ear hurts. I've got that kind of thing going on. So when I talk, it's also kind of triggering it a little bit. So I don't know if I'm coming down with something. Hopefully not. We'll see what happens. But until then, though, we're going to enjoy The Black Hole. Let's see who is with us. I know Tim was with us because he joined in earlier. And yeah, I want to mention this. Yeah, let's not do this kind of a comment, Tim. Just so you know about politicians' backsides, especially when they're tinged with a certain, let's watch that one.
Yeah,
the Cosby link. Yeah, I just don't want to, The Cosby link is at the top for those who are joining us tonight. They're going to watch along. If you are coming in later or just feel like being different, the film is on YouTube and it is on the Film Archive. So I put those links in the chat if you want to catch it later. So you don't have to be here with us live or trying to find your own copy. It is out there. Deleted Scenes, of course, saying hi, giving us salute. Boopity boop boo. Of course, yeah, Tim letting everybody know about a certain medical procedure that you had. Curtis Selby, always wanted to see this. Howdy, folks. A newbie to The Black Hole. Awesome. This is, like I said, this film's been around a lot. Does not get a lot of play. Let me see who else is here. JPRPH1. Thank you for joining in. That's everybody who said something. Yeah, The Black Hole. I remember when this came out, I was 14. Oh, good Lord. Young little 14, but I remember it being a significant thing that this was Disney's first film ever to get the PG rating. And it was a big thing. I am assuming you have seen this film, right, Deleted Scenes?
Yes, I have.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Miss popped in.
Theaters.
Say again.
I was saying I don't remember if I saw it in theaters or not. I believe I did, but I'm not 100% positive.
I do remember watching it in the movie theater because it was, like I said, when it came out, it was still the post Star Wars era, pre Empire, that fun little zone where everybody wanted something sci-fi, and Disney comes out with this one. Looked interesting. Big Al had to check it out, for little 14-year-old Big Al with mommy, take me to the theater. Like, I want to see The Black Hole. And I went to go see it. It was different, but there were some elements I really liked. There was a few things that were kind of, it's had its detractors at the time and over the years, but I thought it would be a nice film to watch especially, was it you that mentioned it when we were talking about what we were going to watch next? And you said it. I'm like, yes, because that's always it's always been on the fringe of my brain as far as doing it as a rewatch, and it just kind of it always stays there. Never gets on there. Did I say hi, Lady Mist? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hi, Lady Mist. Welcome. Let's jump right into this because this film starts with like 3 minutes of music. I don't know why, but every version I have it does the same thing. So I'm going to go to the Cosmic. I'm going to start to get everything kind of set up here. Select my media. Load my video file. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. The black hole. Let me pause it. Okay, I'm at the 3-second mark there. So if everybody's ready, are you ready? Gleasons? Ready to go? Did you drop out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was just saying. I was like,
I am ready.
Okay,
I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Ready to
go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm starting it early because, like I said, it plays like, I guess, a little bit of the fanfare kind of music, like Gone with the Wind or Ten Commandments used to do, which is odd because I don't remember them doing it in the movie theater, which is fine. The film stars Maximilian Schell, who great classical actor, of course, who didn't get recognition, I think at the time, were Roddy McDowall and who's the other guy who does the other robot? Can't think of his name. Roddy McDowall, Slim Pickens. That's it. He does Bob.
Slim Pickens.
Yeah, Slim Pickens does Bob. Roddy McDowall does Vincent. I always liked the flying robots. I've always been a robot guy. Like I said, I talked about it last week a little bit when we were watching Silent Running. How, Huey, Dewey, Louie. Sadly, Louie, not for long, but we got to know Huey and Dewey quite a bit. But then you got, like I said, R2-D2 came along, and even before that, we had the robot from Lost in Space, Robbie the Robot. Any robots are cool. Tweaky. But I think these were like the first flying robots.
FYI.
I remember. Yes. Something going on? You all right, delete scenes?
Yeah, I am hearing sound, but I am not seeing picture.
It's blank. Yeah, there's
Cosby.
no picture yet. It just has music. It's the same thing if you're watching it on, here we go, distributed by Buena Vista Distribution Company Incorporated. Why they had 2.5 minutes of music in the beginning, I don't really know. But here we go. Walt Disney Productions presents The Black Hole. Yeah, I was just talking through the music, trying to take up the time. Anthony Perkins. So I think I saw someone ask if we had done Tron yet. I think I did. I'm not sure now. Honestly, I have to go check. I've been doing this for several years. I've forgotten which films I've done and haven't done. If I haven't done it, it's definitely one that I should do. I like Tron. I think I might have done it though, but if not, maybe one of these days. I remember having a book about black holes when I was in high school. I was fascinated by it. Didn't really understand most of the higher concepts of the physics, you know.
Here we go with Vincent's opening narration.
Yep. I loved Roddy McDowall. Oh man, he was such a good actor. He should have won an Oscar for Cleopatra, but sadly, he never got nominated because of a glitch with his representation. But he played Octavian, and man, he was so freaking good. He's the best part of Cleopatra. Very late 70s effects. But, you know, not bad, though. I like the design of this film. Curtis Selby says, I used to read if you crush the earth into a space of a matchbox, it keeps jumping on me. You would have a neutron star. A black hole is even more dense than that. Big, gigantic gravitational crushers. Lady Miss has entered the scene. It would be very hard. You see them floating around. It would be very hard on the body to be at no gravity for like an extended period of time. I wonder if they have any like
And of course, the reveal here that Kate's father is on the Cygnus. So we already have some stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few minutes in.
The great Ernest Borgnine. I always like the design of the Cygnus. long and that girder look.
I gotta think that it inspired some of Event Horizon's designs.
Yeah, that's what I was always wondering. You can probably also see the influence of the Discovery on it as well from 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of black holes in the void, not really a big deal here. 3 actors who were movies on MST 3K are in this film. Oh wait, 4. You look hard enough, you're gonna find an actor's bad film. Everybody's got a clunker out there somewhere. Gravity bubble. So when is the chest burster coming? Not in this film. Same year though. Alien was 79, right? I like the music. Was it John Barry, I think?
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What happened?
I was
Barry,
thinking,
yes.
Yeah, John Barry music, but same year as Alien, right? 79. That's the year Alien came out, right? Definite size difference here with the Cygnus against the Palomino.
Oh, for sure.
79 also we're here for Star Trek Next Generation. Man, a lot of good sci-fi coming out late 70s. Well, good being a relative term. Yeah, they mentioned like being in the eye of the hurricane. It's one you always think about with a black hole. So it looks like a hurricane in space, except one that'll suck you in and stretch you out like angel hair pasta. So you can thank Star Wars for any sci-fi film from 77 to say 84. Oh, and beyond. Of course, 80 and 83 were the sequel were Empire and Jedi. And one bond. Oh, Moonraker.
The Jane stop this crazy thing portion of the film.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the Palomino, it does not look like it's got that much power.
And of course, nominated for visual effects and cinematography that year.
I wonder what won. Let me see. Yeah. Visual. So it was, let me see here. So, oops. Passed it. Star Trek. Oh no, Alien won.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this is the
yeah.
we find out she's telepathic.
Yeah, the nominees that year quite a, like, you got your Alien, Black Hole, Moonraker, Star Trek the Motion Picture, and then 1941. Man,
Yeah.
talk about an oddball in the mix. But Alien won. I could see why.
Yeah.
I mean, Alien had great special effects, but I like the special effects in this as well. But they're definitely not as refined. I don't know if that's the right word. As say an Alien or a Star Trek. Should have stayed in the bubble.
You snapped his tether, man.
That was a familiar sound effect. It's like I've heard that before. I think it's a very cool effect to have the Cygnus in complete darkness, and that they have to use a spotlight on it. I just think it makes for a very cool looking scene. The Star Trek door sound, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't 100% on it. It may be that with a couple of tweaks. Boom, and let there be light.
Well, there are a number of productions that have used Star Trek special effects through the years.
Oh yeah.
The original Battlestar Galactica gets used a lot, I've noticed as well. It's a flying Christmas tree, let's be honest.
Yeah, Robert Forster always did play kind of like the hard ass.
Yeah, he was always like the kind of like the stoic guy in all these, and then
kind of gruff.
End, and then in the end, he would get that sort of that emotional payoff at the end.
Yeah.
Even with his character in Twin Peaks in season 3, he kind of gets he starts out kind of the same, and then it kind of peels him like an onion, character wise.
Tim's like, I like my Soylent Green medium well.
This laser tag prequel is weird. Of course, I'm kind of jumping the gun on that joke, but we're getting there, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Because Charlie's the hothead, he wants, as you can see, he wants to get in on the action.
He's the seeking adventure guy.
Yeah.
That youthful exuberance.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Ooh. Vincent is a cool design. I do like. I think he's a very underappreciated robot in the cinematic universe. That looks like it would have been a cool design for like the Silent Running movie, like have like a whole ship be one gigantic hothouse kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Rinsler. Oh wait. And of course, when you get the explanation for these guys later, it gets where things get a little creepy.
Yep.
This Ant-Man sequel is better than Ant-Man. Yeah. Yeah. And hello to Anonymous Duck in the Cosme chat. And of course, that's Jinx from Space Camp. That's one we could do sometime down the line, Space Camp.
Space Camp. I thought about that. It's that another one of those that like the title comes to my head every now and then.
And we get to say, oh my God, were we ever that young?
So with this new phone I've got, Cosby plays awesome. Good.
Oh, good.
Tim suggested Kentucky Fried Movie. I remember, was it a couple of years ago, I had, was it Sex Comedy September?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had like, I did Porky's, and I forget the other ones I did. There are a couple from the 80s that are, it'd be kind of interesting to watch. Yeah, I will say.
And welcome to the planetarium. Sorry. South Park reference.
Yeah.
And of course,
Maximilian.
here's the man. I think Maximilian is a creepy design. Definitely a little Darth Vader. Inspiration in there. I caught part of an Italian science fiction film the other night, and the villain in that was absolutely meant to be Vader, like in every way. You know,
Yeah.
A little less obvious, guys. Come on.
Of course, Yvette Mimieux also, not that long ago, we watched The Time Machine. She was in that.
Yeah.
Much younger, of course.
Kind of Captain Nemo-esque Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
The easily captured wise counsel. What did you do? We're flying. You're not fine. How do you know? Because the word is fine.
A Mexican standoff with a black hole.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Yep. You got just enough to hold it off.
Vincent's just like, yeah, nah.
It's like definitely David versus Goliath situation here. But Vincent's got guts.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, there, David Goliath.
And it just said it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
David Goliath.
Oh, easy. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Captain's outrageous.
Anything you can do, I can do better. It's like you always see those random numbers flying on the console. Makes you wonder, what are they supposed to mean?
Well, I'm glad that your phone's working out for you there.
Numbers from a Chinese menu. I thought about ordering Chinese tonight. I just made myself a pizza.
Nice.
I've been wanting fried chicken. Now, I like Popeyes, but I'd rather have KFC. There is no KFC in my county anymore. That's insane.
Huh. I have a Little Caesars and a Chinese restaurant right across the road. There was a Mexican restaurant, but they closed it down like a couple of weeks ago. And so,
we have some. We
no
have
more
a
chicken
decent.
enchiladas for me.
Yeah, we have a decent amount around here, like available to DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever. But like I say, KFC, man, there's just something about KFC chicken and just can't get it. I was tempted. I was looking over some of them, and there's a place called the Jamaican Grill. I've never tried it, but I was looking at their menu, and it looked good.
And of course, in that previous scene, we got my boy there, Old Bob,
Old
who's
Bob.
voiced by Slim Pickens. Of course, from Blazing Saddles to Get Away, Dr. Strangelove, among many others.
And also from the same year, 1941, he was in that. He was in two. He was in two pictures that were nominated for best special effects.
You say 1941, though. I tend to think of Belushi first.
Yeah, but the part that he's in with the submarine thing,
yeah,
that's pretty fun.
I'm still trying to figure out how they talked Toshiro Mifune and Christopher Lee into that film.
I know. It got bashed a lot at the time, but it's a fun movie.
I agree.
I mean, it might have been a little too much. It was just there was a lot going on.
Yeah, I think that was the problem. Too many characters. Maybe a little too much chaos.
Everybody's different rooms. I mean, it's kind of creepy going into somebody's room and going, looking through their clothes, and they've been dead or quote unquote dead for who knows how long. He just kind of shows up, Mr. Intimidation. Of course, for those who did see it before, just as we went on the air, I had a little in memoriam for Gene Hackman, of course, from the Poseidon Adventure, which Ernest Borgnine was in. So those two were connected. What a strange story that's coming out about that. Gotcha.
All right. Can everybody see and hear me okay now?
I can see you.
Okay.
What happened? You hit the wrong button?
No, StreamYard kicked me out.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Hold on. Okay. Let me turn that tab down. All right. I don't know if anybody's really been noticing this with StreamYard of late. There's been a lot of audio issues and people getting like kicked out in the middle of streams. And that's been going on a little bit backstage with us tonight. But hopefully everybody can see and hear everything okay now. We're about, let's see, we're about 40 minutes and 35 seconds into the film, for those of you who are syncing up with us.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad way to go. Shot out into space into a black hole.
Yeah, true.
It'd be kind of sweet, you know. he is full of little nuggets, isn't he? It is an interesting theory. Is it a pathway, or is it just a big, gigantic crushing device?
I like that Anthony Perkins isn't the villain in this. For one thing, it was kind of like, because he was, of course, after Psycho, he got typecast as the Psycho or as the villain. He's not the villain here. He's just, he's a scientist. He's curious.
He's just curious. He's almost naive in a way.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, look at that. It's almost like all the weird stuff that's going around him, it's just beyond him because he's so focused on the scientific discoveries.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do tell. Because you do get the idea that this isn't their first rodeo, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of makes you wonder what they've been up to out here. Mhm.
Poor Bob.
Well, there is that force field around the entire planet, and Canada is now the 51st state. I'll stop.
Did you see that little thing today going on at the White House?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Though,
That's
kind of,
Mhm.
I don't usually get into it, but there's a point there.
Yeah. Chateau de Reinhardt, 2279.
Brother has some Chateau Picard. It's been a little while since I've had a nice wine. If I have ever had a nice wine. Growing up, I used to think that Manischewitz was a nice wine. But it is good, though. Kool-Aid with a kick, I used to call it.
Into the swirling vortex of death? That's right, dude. Pretty sure his shirt is on backwards and inside out.
Farragut said that. Do a little cheating there, buddy. I love a robot show attitude. Uh-oh. Vincent's been itching for a fight.
They're like, wait, what?
If robots had testicles, Vincent's got a pair that's the size of Bob. Overload, overload. I'd forgotten how cool Vincent was. It's been a while since I've seen this.
Right. Wait, what?
Death Ship.
No, no, no. You're not in Death Ship. That was George Kennedy. The kind of feeling you get when ocean liners get capsized and Charlie's all like, go on.
He's definitely got delusions of grandeur in that one.
We could be heroes just for one day.
Too late. Oh, flew apart. And if it wasn't for Bob, man, they'd be in a lot of trouble.
So we'll just wait here then.
Yeah. Must be nice to be able to just like communicate like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing, though, that dining room has a hell of a view.
Yes, no. I don't know how I feel.
Nice little lighting effect on his face to give his eyes those really dark shadows.
Others? What others? It's just us the whole time. He could also have Rojan panty complex. Okay. That was for Tim and Curtis.
Dr. Reinhardt is an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they savable though? That's going to be the question.
Well, that's a no.
Yeah.
Since you've both managed to Brad and Janet your way through this thing. No? Okay.
I wonder how much he can communicate to her. Can he tell her about? Hypnotized. Boo, boo. Oh, the Hypnotoad. I love the Hypnotoad. Whatever that sound is that comes with it. Now she knows.
Bless you. Nah, don't do that, Radar.
He does play a good crazed madman scientist guy. That was the director.
Oh. Nice. Well, in a manner of speaking. Yep, time to go.
Ooh. Oh, ooh, ow. Now you know what Janet Leigh felt like.
You make me sad.
Oh, to the hospital. I like those little like two-barrel guns, two-barrel lasers. Kind of reminds me of the Space 1999 lasers that like had like the was like 4 or 5 on it.
They got Jerry. I had them liquidated.
It's a liquidate. Liquidate is a creepy word
Yeah.
to use for like eliminating people. Time to be liquidated.
There actually was a movie called The Liquidator. Had Rod Taylor in it.
Not surprised.
He gets hired to be this assassin, but what he does is he hires somebody else to do all the dirty work while he can just like lounge about at the pool.
That's kind of a neat concept.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like death by delegation.
Mm.
I just like it when they use animation for laser effects. Whoa! Popped his head open.
Hmm.
Doing it old school.
Whee!
Get the tinfoil off my head.
That's to stop the messages from coming through.
You know, for robots, they're terrible shots.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think anybody would be a good shot. It would be a robot. It's a Statue of Liberty play. I love it when they shoot each other.
No. I hear you. I've escaped. Oh, snap.
Got two, and two more take their place. Well, make that three.
Was this Star Wars? My agent told me this would be Star Wars.
Oh, it's working on that Empire Strikes Back film. Yeehaw.
Really, Harry?
Whoops.
And a Palomino dies.
Not with a whipper, but with a bag.
Okay, you.
You could have said that instead of like spouting out a bunch of whoa.
Vincent got a Vincent. Uh-oh. Well, there goes the tower.
A meteor shower. Always the unexpected meteor shower.
Honestly, this should have been a ride.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, you could have done that. You could have incorporated it to Space Mountain. I always liked this effect. This big meteor coming down the ship. Yeah.
Oh, this meteor coming at us, from what I have been told. Yes.
Meatball. They do look like meatballs, actually. You're right. This silent running sequel is weird.
2 days from retirement.
You gotta save Bob. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, they're out.
Hey, poor Baba freezing. Oh, that's an image in the chat there, or from Total Recall. Structural overload.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. We're screwed.
This is nothing.
The ship was one day away from retirement. You know what's funny is, like, it's been there 20 years, and that's the first meteor shower that's ever gotten there.
Apparently.
Oh,
At least it wasn't a Pepsi sign. Sam? Yeah, Dave? You hear something?
God, it'd be really nice to have somebody who could actually understand you right now instead of being a mindless robot. Here we go. Ooh, he's tough. Oh, go Vincent. Go Vincent. Go Vincent. Whoa, he's about to blow his top. It's amazing how much emotion they can give away with those little square eyes he's got. Whoa, grind him up on the inside.
That was for Durant. He flies now. And of course, he's falling into the black hole, and then you got to wonder, what does that mean to him?
Or is he more worried about the fact he's got a big hole in his belly right now?
Yeah, also true.
Oh, Bob. Oh,
damn right. Meanwhile, how are we breathing out here exactly? Oh yeah, Curtis. Yeah, PG movie slapped back then. You know? Yeah.
I mean, you gotta get, because it had some rough imagery and
Yeah.
the violence, and because it kind of wore the PG thing as kind of a badge of honor almost. They're,
That's right, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, exactly.
Oh. You spin me round, round, baby, round, round, like a black hole, baby, round, round.
Yeah, they go into 2001 territory with this ending.
Yeah. They're tearing me apart. Psychedelic, baby.
What did the last 10 minutes of this movie mean? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. But I love this.
Yeah.
And Reinhardt merges with Maximilian. And end up in what can only be described as a hellish landscape. Because it's the whole concept of what happens when you go through a black hole. It was back then even more so. Very I mean, look at they're in hell basically, or on some kind of weird planet.
Maybe the place the demons from Phantasm were from. Who knows?
Welcome to hell. And on the other side,
Curtis says, so I never read this. I read the first 3 comics they made. Issue 1 and 2 were the film. Issue 3 began the story of what the Palomino crew saw on the other side of the black hole. Okay.
very metaphysical. Of course, the question, are they dead? Are they in another universe? Are they in the same universe, just a different spot? Da da da. The black hole has sucked everybody up.
Well, you can't leave a black hole sitting there and not do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty to look at, but you kind of like want to go through it and see what it's all like. The Captain and Tennille. I remember Captain and Tennille, man, when I was a kid. They were a big deal. I must say, I like John Barry's theme. And I was talking to Birdman this morning, and he asked me what I was watching tonight. And I told him, man, he sends me a little thing, the soundtrack to The Black Hole. It's like $199 or more.
Wow.
To get a copy of it. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. So, let's see. What you got coming up in the next week or so?
All right. Well, tomorrow at 7 will be my third annual Deleted Predicts the Oscars special.
Oh, that's right. It's the Oscars this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Then Sunday.
I have one prediction about the Oscars.
Okay.
It'll be one of the lowest rated Oscars of all time.
Of that, I have no doubt. Yeah. Sunday at 3 p.m., I'll be joining Outlaw Bill for Western Cinema Presents. And we are going to be honoring the late, great, legendary Gene Hackman with his 1975 film, Bite the Bullet.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Later on that night at 8 p.m. will be my 100th episode of Unscripted. And then later...
Cosby, sorry.
No, it's all right. And then later on that night at 12:05 a.m. Eastern, 11:05 Central, I will be joined by Sin's Corner once again for reserved seats, and we're going to be it's going to be a post-mortem of the Oscar telecast, and gets us on over to Tuesday at 7 p.m., the Mystery Movie Night podcast. We will be reviewing the Regal and/or AMC Mystery Movie Night. I'll be joined.
Any thoughts on what the movie might be?
I think it's going to be Novocaine.
Yeah, I was wondering that. That looks cool.
It does. I will be joined by Sin's Corner, Off the Cover, Wilkie's Movies and Music, Kyle Corwith, and a very, very special surprise guest, if all goes well. I don't want to give it away, but it's going to be really cool. It's going to be somebody that all of us here in the YouTube sphere know, and it will be someone who has never appeared on my channel before. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Intriguing. Curtis is wondering how we would have rated this film.
Oh yeah, this is a definite favorite from my childhood. It's a very I would say I would put right now on a scale of 1 to 10, probably kind of like a high 8.5.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe a 9.
In my 5-star thing, I'd have to go. I think it's a tale of a few things going around. Nostalgia, it's definitely high. I'd probably land somewhere in the 3 range, 3 stars. There's some issues with it, but overall, Vincent and Bob, they make that movie. They're worth the whole movie. But maybe 3.5, maybe 3.5. I don't know. But sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I was kind of watching this just now, and the ending kind of always throws me. But if you look at it as okay, Reinhardt and Maximilian were the evil ones. They go to hell. The good guys, quote unquote, went to heaven. And, okay,
Yeah.
you know,
It's a good open to interpretation. I like,
yeah,
which I always like that.
they're definitely going somewhere. So
Yeah, go somewhere good.
Yeah, it's an interesting film.
So, any more for you for the week, or?
Oh, right. After the Mystery Movie Night podcast will be live from Sparkwood in 21, my Twin Peaks retrospective series, and we're part 2 of our deep dive into the secret history of Twin Peaks, the book by series co-creator Mark Frost. And of course, I will be joined as always by Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and H. Boomer. And let's see, that gets me to next Thursday, where I will be joining Outlaw Bill once again for Action Theater. And we will finally be watching Hard Rain from 1998. We were originally supposed to do it on Thursday, but with had scheduling issues and had to push that back a week. So we're going to do it on next Thursday. And then, of course, join me later that night at 11:30-ish for coming attractions and find out what I'm going to be doing the week following.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as for me, I hope everybody will tune in tomorrow night, where I will be joining Netter on Netter's Network's Retro Cinema. We're going to be watching the Clint Eastwood action thriller Firefox. Looking forward to that. And then what else do I got going on? Oh yeah, next Saturday on Films with Friends, it is Monster March. Going to be joined by the wonderful Maven of Monsters herself, Miss Evelyn Hampton. We're going to be watching The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, which is a great classic film based on a short story by Ray Bradbury, featuring effects by Ray Harryhausen. I mean, come on, that right there is worth the view. That'll be next Saturday at 10 p.m. 2 weeks from tonight, it'll be the 14th, which means just a few days out from St. Patrick's Day. And what a better time to watch Leprechaun, the original Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston and, of course, the great Warwick Davis. Going to have a lot of fun watching that on the 14th. I think 8 o'clock as usual, most likely. So that's two weeks from tonight. That should be a lot of fun. Of course, next up at 10 p.m., shuffle on over to Last Call with Troy Pacelli for Last Call with Troy Pacelli. I think they are talking about soap operas this week.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, the different shows, and that'll be an interesting one. I remember the glory days. I used to watch Days of Our Lives, and I went through a little General Hospital period, especially when Rick Springfield was on there. I was a big I can't say I was a big Rick Springfield fan. I am a big Rick Springfield fan, still to this day. Like that man's music, and when he shows up in motion pictures. Mm-hmm. For the original Battlestar Galactica, the original Zack. A lot of people forget that.
Zack
of course. Yep, Zack Adama. Keep track of my retro reviews. I've got out a few this week. I've got Cobra Kai season 6, Companion, which I did, and of course a few other ones that pretty recent. Hard Eyes, Love Hurts. Waiting for a few to hit the interwebs so I can take a peek at them. I want to see The Monkey. I want to see that one that you guys watched at the mystery movie the other night. Really, Last Breath. I want to see
yeah.
that because I know the story behind that. It's really cool.
Good film. Good film.
Yeah, I'm glad it's a good film. Really, really am glad. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Do you have any final words before I do our sign off?
Right. As I always say at the end of every show, Al, thank you once again for allowing me to join you here this evening and revisit this classic film. I want to thank everybody who joined us here in the live chat, both on YouTube, StreamYard, and Cosme. And I do want to remind everybody that if you did not get to see this broadcast live, you can follow along, and there's still an opportunity to see watch the film along with our commentary, because the movie is free on YouTube and is also on the Internet Archive. So from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy. Stay away from black holes, because this is how we win.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And of course, thank you, Deleted Scenes, for joining me here. It's always great to have you. It's always great to have you guys in the chat watching us, listening along to us. Oh, nice guy. Always like the artwork for the black hole. Like I said, have a lovely weekend. And of course, always try to find something fun to watch, no matter where you are. There's always something out there to enjoy. So have a great weekend. Stay safe and take care, everybody. Gotta love you.